Dear students, welcome to the physics class. Today we will discuss applications of Gauss law. Okay, now first application is electric field intensity near a uniformly charged straight wire of infinite length. Now first consider a uniformly charged straight wire of infinite length. Okay, suppose the linear charge density of this wire is lambda. Okay, now to find out the electric field intensity near it, this wire, consider a Gaussian cylindrical surface having length L and radius R. Now electric flux can be passed through its ends or its curved surface area. Okay, now electric flux can be passed through its ends, okay, and its curved surface areas. Let's first talk about its cross-sectional area. Okay, for cross-sectional area, at first consider a area element ds which is represented by an area vector, that is ds vector, drawn outward to the surface, and the direction of electric field is away from the straight wire. Okay, away from the straight wire, directed outward. So the angle between E and ds is 90 degree. So the electric flux passing through its ends will be phi E is equal to E ds cos 90, and the value of cos 90 is 0. That means the electric flux passing through its ends will be 0. Okay, similar case will be applied for this end. Okay, the direction of ds vector is towards downward, and direction of electric field is away from the wire. That means angle between E and ds is 90, so flux will not pass from this end also. Now that means the total electric flux will pass through its curved surface area. Okay, the total electric flux will pass through its curved surface area. To find the total electric flux, first consider a area element ds again, okay, which can be represented by ds vector drawn outward, and the direction of electric field is away from the wire. So in this case, for curved surface area, E and ds vector both are parallel to each other. Okay, E and ds vector both are parallel to each other. That means flux will pass through curved surface area only. Now, by using Gauss theorem, flux phi E is equal to integration of d phi E. Okay, the flux passing through this area element, that is surface integration of E dot ds. Now we know that phi E is equal to q upon epsilon naught from Gauss theorem. Now E dot ds means E ds cos theta. Using dot product, since E and ds both are parallel to each other, that means E ds cos 0, and the value of cos 0 is 1. So we have E comes outside, surface integration of ds. Okay, now we can write q is equal to lambda L, because lambda is linear charge density. Okay, we know about the continuous charge distribution, so q can replace by lambda L. That means lambda L upon epsilon naught is equal to E surface integration ds. Now this represents the curved surface area of the cylinder, and the curved surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r L. So we have take 2 pi r L in denominator we get 1 upon 2 pi epsilon naught lambda upon r, which is the value of electric field intensity near the uniformly charged straight wire of infinite length. Okay, so the topic is done. Thanks for watching.